The jump from SD to HD was pretty huge to begin with anyway. It was almost like the wall was being pulled off people's eyes. Everything was becoming clear. And it's similar with that jump from HD to UHD. I work for CVP. We're one of Europe's largest distributors of cinema and camera equipment, as well as broadcast equipment. I'm a technical consultant dealing with everything from tripods all the way through to cinema cameras and lenses. Here we have a Phantom camera. It's a 4K camera that can shoot up to 1,000 frames a second in ultra high definition, which is extremely impressive in the cinema industry. And it's one of the only cameras that will be able to keep a high level of dynamic range as well as high bit depth at the same time as producing high resolution, high frame rate images. Where you'll see the benefits of this camera is in high dynamic range shots such as the snow-capped mountains, where you're seeing bright highlights in conjunction with deep shadows of the forest in the foreground. Not only being able to capture that detail in the bright and dark areas, but also a higher level of detail because of the resolution. Our eyes don't necessarily clip highlights or crush shadows, and our eyes don't necessarily perceive colours differently to what they are in real life. Whereas when you're looking at them in a smaller colour space and in lower dynamic range, as well as a lower resolution, we're seeing much more clarity, we're seeing colours as represented as they actually should be, and we're seeing the tonal range that we would expect to see if we were looking at that landscape with our own eyes. High dynamic range on the capture side is a camera's ability to see information in the darkest dark as well as the lightest light at the same time in the same image. With HDR technology and screens, we're actually able to see the scenes as they were captured, as they were lit, all of the detail there. It's not just improving an exposure range, but it's also improving color information. If you improve the ability to display more tones towards the whitest white, then you're also increasing your saturation and the ability to show more color.